the starting lineups, and the opening tip when we come right back.
LSU is man-to-man. We've talked about that matchup right there, and right off the bat, a little ball screen out top, and it's great to have both those outstanding universities in the league.
Boy, how about that strip by Carmouche? Because these LSU Tigers will jump out and take it away.
Turnover number is what's impressive, as much as both these guards handle the ball.
Hello. Good look, and Brown knocked it down, and Frank Haith. Stringer, he's fouled on the three, and he hit it. Ross at the buzzer, did he get it off? No. And Missouri for the Mizzou center. Look at him run the floor. Here's Ross. Can cause Bell problems. Here's Ross again. Are you kidding me? Ernest Ross. We have seen some aggression here this afternoon. Bell.
So far this first half, Cressy doesn't have to score. Bell's having a huge game. Another steal, another finish.
Wow. Somebody needs to issue a Keon Bell warning to Auburn. Johnson couldn't convert. Oh, and look at Cressy. Are you kidding? Cressy, Alex Oriaki, and Jabari Brown have combined for one field goal. Wow. Nice pass. Woo. Oh, boy, he may not have scored from the field, but is Cressy putting on a show.
Your back's into that 2-3 zone, and they're going to pick you apart. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Again, you can't...
Oriaki going to work. Oh, he made that look easy.
But you saw him at LSU. That wasn't the focal point. And Ross keeps the hot hand going.
Big 12 foes now in the SEC get together. Number 21 Missouri taking on the Aggies. Caruso, again, Roberson might have had an opportunity to make a move, but passed it up. Instead, Elston Turner. Yes, Elston Turner, the 3 ball. Cressy. Oriaki.
Yep. Very good. You know what? He probed that time, Cressy.
Shot clock at 10. Bounce pass. Great look inside from Turner and the flush from Courtney Roberson. And A&M's got it in the open floor is Elston Turner. And he's got the flush. That's a tough turn for Frank Haith. I thought Cressy got that. Match is a career high, 14-6 for Courtney tonight. Bell all the way left short. Oriaki follows it home. Cressy turns the corner, baseline, Bell for the flush.
Now that is vision right there.
Caruso, Fabian Harris for the lead. Got it! Missouri on the push with Cressy. Cressy firing for 3 and rims out. Bell with the rebound. He goes up. No foul call. Roberson has it. Harris has it. Texas A&M gets the win.
On the road to the Final Four, we join you today from windy Columbia, Missouri. This is now SEC country. It's Ole Miss, ranked 23 in the country against the number 20 Missouri Tigers.
And he's a gunner. He leads the league, as you mentioned, in scoring. Also in 3-point field goals made. He'll have to be accounted for by the Tigers if they want to get the win. And then on the other side, Phil Cressy, I just simply call him the Ginsu. He leads the league in assists, but he will slice and dice your defense if your technique is not sound. Keep an eye on him today.
Guys, keys to the game. We got to play harder and out-compete Ole Miss. Okay? We got to win the effort game. Box out, charges, offensive rebounds, 50-50 balls, first to the floor. Not like the other night. A&M was first to the floor. We got to win that game. When at the end of the day, if we walk in here at the end of the day, we got to win the effort game. And guys, I love this quote. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. Enjoy and embrace the moment. Let's go, baby. Come on,
Anthony Jordan, Patrick Evans, and Tim Clockerty. Bowers jumps it up, and it's controlled by Buckner and open man. Brown. Tight pass to the corner. Knocks it down. It's Keon Bell for a triple. Bowers coming off the knee trouble and just does not have the same lift. Mercy getting involved.
To be a little bit more effective in the interior.
5'11", 175 pounds. Summers denied. Oriaki, the long.
Still Pressey, and Summers does a good job, but he didn't account for Oriaki there.
Bell, the transfer from Pepperdine, sets it up inside. Oriaki, turnaround, pick it.
And that's what you want to see more of if you're Mizzou.
Excellent ball handler, swings it corner. Bell, a three. Summers working the baseline. Pressey change of direction. Teardrop. Oriaki with a steal. Numbers with a 3-on-2 developing. Pressey pull up pop. He's got a three.
We talked about it at the top. Pressey will slice and dice you. He's doing it in.
What's up, brother? Congratulations, man. You had a hell of a year, man. You guys are doing a great job, man.
Fight the fight, you know the deal, man.
I know it, man.
Keep rolling, man.
Hey, focus! 40 minutes, let's go! Win on 3, 1, 2, 3.
It's a pivotal game for Missouri. We're with Frank Haith today, wired for sound throughout the afternoon. They're 16-6. They're 5-4 in the SEC. High expectations coming off their 30-5 season last year where Haith...
Come on, Alex! Flow! Let's go! Get on, let's go, baby! Let's go!
To start this one off.
Yeah, Coach Hayes has been his biggest cheerleader, as we saw with that demonstration. That's the shot I'd like to see for him, that runner where he doesn't get too deep, and then he's shown the ability to spread.
Of late, but the talent level is there, and the ability to get others involved. Oriaki takes the 3 out.
And you talked about pressing. There are two ways as a point guard to get it going for your team. One, you come out and you facilitate.
Oh, Millinghouse. Pressey a 3.
He's on fire. Has a couple baskets with his ability to score with his back to the basket.
Pressey, no. Tip in goes Tony Criswell. Hitting the glass.
Good! No! It didn't touch the ball! It didn't touch the ball! Get under! Travel! That was a travel! The travel! That was a travel! He won!
You can see the sense of urgency from Coach Hayes.
Lawrence Bowers, 70% free throw shooter. About tomorrow only, CBS. Lawrence Bowers knocks down a pair, 20, a machine on the boards. Bell gives it up. Trying to squeeze through defenders, count it, and a foul. Jabari Brown getting to the bucket.
It's a great job with the body control, just to avoid the straight-on contact, and that angle there is...
James made the decision that he wasn't comfortable there and transferred to Missouri, shooting it at 81% from the line.
Missouri, that's what you want. You want to make Henderson a two-point shooter, a guy that's got to create his own offense, and Brown, his ability to create his own. And then Coach Kennedy talked about it, the lack of transition defense there leads to an uncontested 3.
By Criswell. Bell, the drive. Slam down on the follow. It's Bowers. And a technical has been assessed.
Again, terrific penetration there by Bell. And again, it just creates that opportunity. You watch the defense leave and go to pursue the block. And there he gets the opportunity. I wasn't sure about that call either. I didn't think that warranted a technical foul.
Since 2000-2001. Ross at the free throw line.
Breaker at A&M, they've come out with tremendous energy and also great execution both ends, offensively and defensively. Post defender, but he has been rock solid today.
Pressey Kick out. Brown steps into it. Drains it. A 3.
Hey, Keon! Run! Run! Hey, protect the basket, Jabari! Protect the basket! Jabari, get big, get big!
The bad start he's had. A lot of his success comes from the team, though, and you can see here, not bad looks where a guy can shoot it the way he does.
Pressey doesn't go off the window on the runner. Oriaki by himself for the big present. Williams lost the ball. It's 3-on-1. Pressey left hand no. And the follow goes. It's Bell. Henderson was the only one back. Timeout. Phil Pressey got off to the hot start and set the tone for Missouri. They've got the big lead on Ole Miss at home on CBS.
Move the ball, Phil! Move the ball! Go! Quick one! Quick one! Guard him! Good! Come on, let's go! Let's go, Dion!
Picked a heck of a game.
Really to score this back to the basket. I think as that develops, this team has a chance to go to another level because of the balance it will provide.
Marshall Henderson is 1 of 8 from the field. Bell the drive to the hoop. Gets it to go. Oriaki draws the double. Pretty good spacing. The jumper knows Jabari Brown. The steal by Bell. Race to the rim. Keon. Major elevation. He connects a 3. As time expires at the end of the first half, Ole Miss able to cut it to 16. It looked like it was headed in the other direction. 50-34, Missouri lead. Bell had the big first half. 8 to shoot. Bell the dribble drive. Can't get the roll. Popped up in the air. It'll count. Bell and Oriaki are trying to turn in on Holloway. Oriaki got credit for that deuce. Bell. Rainbow 3. Keon Bell. Inside. Pressey. Inside the arc. Brown. Knocks it down.
Great offensive execution.
Knocked away. Pressey. Crafty. Henderson went down hard. 5-on-4. Pressey. Bank shot. Yes.
We're fighting for our lives right now. I got to feel your energy. I can't see you guys out there thinking about you got to get the next play. Hey, flip. Hey, listen. Hey, it's not the shot. It's the counter. It's not the shot attempts. It's the counter shot. You got to be taking attack shots.
On Bell, the backcourt has had the edge over the Ole Miss backcourt so far today.
They really have, and Phil Pressey came out and set the tone in this game early on. The nice little floater here. He was also effective at getting his teammates involved. Just broke the all-time record for assists for Mizzou, and then Bell just done an unbelievable job both offensively.
Pressey leads the SEC in assists, 7 per game, but second in turnovers. Good looking stroke. Been out rebounded by Ole Miss. Inside. Oriaki. Bell. And Pressey. Pressey the jumper. Yes. The 3.
Supreme confidence.
Hey, magic! 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 It's on the floor. Ball's on the floor. 2-on-2. 2-on-2. What are you doing? Get back!
Coming off the loss at A&M, but he showed no residual effect of that and really got his guys into a terrific groove here offensively. 18 points, 4 assists.
That's a clean block. White couldn't finish it. Pressey on a spin to the rim. Big sequence.
Yeah, they got out there, and Missouri is just up in the ante here from the intensity.
Steps into it. Ross. He knocks it down. Explosion in Columbia.
You always want to see how you respond to the adversity? It got a little chippy. But Bill Pressey under control in the open floor, and then finding the wide open Jabari for three. Was playing with pace, and it's been about the pace of Missouri in this game. They have been dominant, really attacking in the open floor and defensively. 8 steals in that first half, and they picked up right where they left off here in the second.
Elbow, listen to me. Listen to me. Everybody, look. I need to see your excitement. Foul! 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 Go! Foul! Go! Let's go!
So we've had him with jacket. The program. That was another score they were going to depend on this season. Regular season into the postseason.
And this is the type of performance today which leads you to believe, and I talked with Coach Haith about this even yesterday.
Missouri, along with Florida, the only SEC teams yet to lose a home game. Knocked in by Oriakis. Oriakis putting up big numbers. 11 rebounds for Oriaki. He's got 15 points. Double foul, look out. Buckner just got pushed by Bowers, and Buckner may have thrown a punch. Buckner and Bowers, an extended conversation. Bowers came in to help his teammate.
The emotions getting the best of him right there, and there was a double foul called on Oriaki and Holloway, and remember they had been voicing their disdain for each other earlier. The officials got right in. Bowers with the push, and then Holloway with the push as well. And I couldn't quite tell if there was a punch thrown. I don't know that I would classify it as a punch, but definitely something the NCAA is going to have to take a look at.
Guys, what you can understand, you get caught up in something, you're going to miss a game. We can't do that. We can't lose anybody. We got to keep everybody intact.
15 points, 13 rebounds in 27 minutes. Balanced scoring team, and they've lived up to that scouting report. Oriaki now with 17. Pressey has 20.
Maybe a little bit in doubt.
Oriaki, he's just been smothering around the rim tonight. Pressey lines it up. Can't hit the three. Oriaki, they can't stop him.
Well, it is also different.
His future at the small forward spot. Keon Bell hangs and hits, and the foul.
And really, Missouri so comfortable attacking this zone. They have just done a great job with the ball movement and then the penetration. And Bell, how solid has he been on both ends of the floor for the Tigers?
Keon Bell was a big-time scorer at Pepperdine.
It's a performance as they've had all season. I mean, they've done everything well.
Missouri, impressive performance. Oriaki has been huge for the Tigers. Now let's take a look at the Capital One Cup impact performance.
And Bill Pressey, you know, he really did come out from the get-go and get the Tigers.
For Keon Bell, averaging 10 points per game.
I'm going to have to call my friends over at
games and some of the questions regarding Pressey and some of the decisions made.
Moment, as they like to call them. His group will respond. They've responded all season long. And they're still going to be a team to be.
Well, he stepped up his game.
Well, he's played well, really developing as a point guard. But Bell just putting on a show. I mean, they're Kentucky in a win this season, so
I think that deserves credit.
yeah, you got to give him a little love.
Oriaki, 74.
Williams
Can't get to go. A blowout in Columbia. Missouri gets revenge against Ole Miss, 98-79. The Tigers in a rout. For Greg Anthony, this is Ian Eagle. So long from Missouri. Coming up, live coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach National Pro-Am. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports, home of the 2013 Men's National Championship.
The Missouri Tigers take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs here at Humphrey Coliseum in Starkville, Mississippi. Here's Pressey, kicks it back out. There is assist number 500 as Jabari Brown bangs home a three. Pressey back to Criswell for the flush.
Well, Criswell, all I did was run the floor. If I'm a big man playing with Phil Pressey, I'm just going to sprint as much as I can, keep my hands up so I don't get hit in the face.
And a block foul against the Bulldogs.
They call that continuation, count the basket. Wow. Well, it has to be a team effort. It can't just be one-on-one. All five guys have to see the ball.
Skying to the basket is Keon Bell. Bell once again to the rim. Count it. Keon Bell is making a living at the iron. But a good first 20 minutes for the Tigers. They lead it by 24. Here's a little run out. 3-on-1. Brown to Bowers.
I really like the play of Jabari Brown. Nothing real flashy, just gets the job done.
You and I have talked quite a bit about how much we enjoy watching Ware play. Although Oriaki gets the dunk, but Ware one of those guys that you can really build upon. Ross. Brown will try it again. Counter basket.
Well, that's just excellent patience on the offensive end. Ross had a shot, little shot fake, probably could have taken another shot, instead gave it up. He knew he had a hot teammate.
Pressey up ahead to Bell. The 360 throwdown.
He kind of took his time trying to figure out what he wanted to do with it, didn't he?
Criswell's jumper a little bit strong. Jabari Brown for three has been a dead-eye three-point shooter. A little bit too deep that time and turned it over. Young on the move. Wow! He got a little bounce. Back out to Madden. 10 on the shot clock. Baseline drive. Nice cut and pass. Boy, they were patient and it paid off for Bowers prior to the injury. But the one thing you can do in an ACL recovery is 1,000 jump shots over and over. Haidar for three. Got it. Corner three, Ross. Wow. Big shot. First time he checked in, that is not a mismatch. And Pressey, it's been that's the right call. And one. That is the right call. Wow. Good screen by Oriaki. He's got to go fast. He has to go deep. Finds the open man, Brown. And Arkansas wins it.
Missouri Tigers have faced a few challenges so far this year, including injuries and creating team chemistry. Among the struggles this year, the Tigers have fought through adversity with their team captains Phil Pressey and Lawrence Bowers. Before this season, the two originals combined for a total of 3,614 minutes played in the Tiger uniform.
You know, I have a lot of experience. I've been around for a while. You know, as far as composure, I feel like sometimes we get rattled on the court. And I feel as if, you know, me being the fifth-year senior, I'm kind of the guy that's even keel and kind of calm the team down. You know, if I see something while I'm not in the game, I go and tell them during timeout. So I just try to, you know, do my part on the court and do my part off the court.
The co-captains haven't just shown leadership on the hardwood, but also away from it.
Whenever you have captains, you want to make sure that they're doing everything they need to do on the court and everything they need to do off the court. And we know that whenever we're asked to do something, that those are two guys that will, you know, definitely take care of their business. So it's just a respect level for them as men and as basketball players.
They're great people off the court and on the court. You know, when you have respect for people like that off the court, it makes the game a lot easier. And with the leadership that they possess on the team, on the court, makes the game a lot easier.
You know, they mean a lot, you know, especially me coming from the previous program and coming into this program, and just to see how hard guys of their caliber work. It just lets me know that you're not just going to wake up and just be good. You're not just going to wake up and win. Just to see how diligent those two are in their work effort. And, you know, it lets me know that I have to always work to, you know, to be at their level.
For This Week in Mizzou Basketball, I'm Ashley Colley.
Ashley, thanks a lot. And, of course, Lawrence Bowers was out.
You're looking at one of the most efficient teams in the country, offensively and defensively, these guys in blue.
They're getting some shots right now from outside the arc, but they are not knocking them down, and Florida's not giving them any second chances, as the Gators are doing a good job of rebounding those missed shots and working it down to get their own buckets. 18-9 right now with 11:42 remaining first half. Pressey throws it away right there, and it's Prather on the break. And throwing it down is Casey Prather. Guys on Bell, it seems. Baseline jumper goes for Ernest Ross. He's got 4. Another Mizzou turnover. Pressey gets it right back with a steal on Wilbekin. Bowers flies in, count it, and 1.
Scotty Wilbekin did not sit down on this down right there. Boom. It's a rip and run to the other direction. Phil Pressey is clever, and this is the first time that Phil Pressey has been able to get in the pipe in transition against Florida. He makes the right read, the right play. A big basket by elbow 21.
Away from a charging foul and a three-point play. Score. So great balance for Billy Donovan as well.
To be dominating the league without a dominating player is terrific.
That's a nice move by Bowers. And another chance for a three-point play. He converted his first one.
The ball. Box touches will be extremely important. You can go at Patrick Young. The front line depth is not there.
Was throwing it to you, I'd agree with you.
You are even more aggressive.
Bowers, nice turn. And the jumper gives him 7. Long ball by Brown, and he got it. Jabari Brown, great range. His first 3 of the night. Kind of a brick. But Bowers cleans up on the miss by Criswell.
Young people in McDermott and Dellavedova with great stories. Those two got.
Here's Bell. Ring it up.
Minutes ago, we're taking too many threes. Everything's on the perimeter right now, and Missouri is starting to sniff it out and turn up their heat defensively on the perimeter, knowing that Florida is not going to throw the ball.
Talked about spraining his knee against Alabama the last time we were here. Tonight, turns and fires one of his 4 field goals. Gets great position inside with an up and under with a left hand around Patrick Young. That led to a 3-point play. There's a good stick back underneath. Okay, with 5 to shoot. Missed the jumper. Mizzou might have a chance here. 3-quarter court. No good. But Missouri trailed 18-6. They were down by 12. And they've come back to not.
Rosario that missed.
Here's Pressey at the free throw line. As Holly talked about, that's Pressey's first point, by the way, too. He comes in averaging just under 13 points a game. So they definitely need some inside presence. Pressey, his first 2 points. He only had 2 points the first time these two teams.
And watch Florida defensively on Pressey. They're corralling him. They're not letting him turn it back. They're not letting him split.
Nice mid-range jumper by Tony Criswell.
Good job by Wilbekin to feather Pressey towards the baseline and not let him turn the corner.
Wow, that's a shot that's hard to defend when he's on it. It's a couple.
Shoot-around started today at 3:15. At 2:15, Lawrence Bowers was the first guy on the floor. That's an unguardable shot when he does the step back.
Gets the crowd riled. Pressey will take a jump shot. That's his first field goal attempt. He hit it.
You know, and he had a nice rhythm. He danced with the basketball.
On the floor, comes up with a rebound. Ernest Ross stayed with it. Looked like he was going to lose the handle.
Out, yeah.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Jabari Brown way out. Got it. Big shot by Brown. Pressey, nice kick out. I don't know how he found the open man, but he did. And it's Ernest Ross for 3.
Block. That's where cowards post up. And there's the pass by Phil Pressey that lit this building up. Trusting the offense, trusting where person.
Back and be able to play in the next 2 weeks.
Missouri.
Perfect on the second.
The ball, listen.
The steal. The outlet to Bell. Bell found the basket again.
building is. Phil Pressey does a good job of always tracing the ball with his hands. He's a low defender, and his hands are always around the basketball. Keon Bell, one of the better athletes in all of college ball in an open floor. That was a terrific Euro step.
To one or tie it as we approach 8 minutes for the Tigers. Pressey gets a 1-point game.
Off of almost a double drag screen up top, Brad. The one on-ball action has not freed Phil Pressey up in this game. So Missouri now starting to bring 2 guys up, especially in the early flow. Taking forward to decide which guy is going to step out and corral. And a little bit of indecision, Phil Pressey.
Bell, the bounce pass to Bowers over Murphy, or should I say...
Stands getting that shot side of his body in a natural position.
Got the second of 2. Not another guy that started his career elsewhere, started at Oregon. And he knocks down the free throw. Got them both. The 4-minute mark. It's a 1-point game. And a
lot of good qualities by Young.
Brown, 3, got it! Now, here comes Pressey on the run. All the way for the lead!
Again, an elevator screen for the second guy, a well-designed play. And then the building gets electric. And from that point on, it's Phil Pressey doing what Phil Pressey does.
Not only the first lead of the night, the first lead of the series between these 2 teams. And it's a 2-point lead on a 3-point play by Phil Pressey. Wilbekin. Rebound to Ross. But he had several dimes. First time out this year, he had 10 turnovers and only 2 points. As Florida had his number defensively. Tonight, a little bit different story, Jimmy.
Brad, it hasn't been Phil versus Florida. It was Phil versus Florida in Gainesville. It was Phil versus Arkansas and Fayetteville. But in Columbia, it's been Phil trusting his teammates. And when Phil trusts his teammates, Missouri really catches my eye. I still think they have the pieces
to shoot. Wilbekin has a look at the shot clock. He's going to take a 3. A huge 3 by Scotty Wilbekin.
How big was Scotty Wilbekin? Under pressure, he's been so good.
Bowers from the elbow. Got it! Boynton, a 3. Rebound Bowers over Young. Huge rebound by the senior.
That's Pressey's time to make the right read and the right play.
He's going to take the shot. Battle for the rebound. Ross got it and walked with it.
The shot by Pressey was not the right read in SEC.
That was Bowers to give him the lead. And then Bowers over and around Patrick Young. A huge rebound.
Well, Ernest Ross tries to bail Pressey out from a bad decision, but loses his balance, and the guy with the ball falls to the floor. That's going to be an automatic every time. With Patrick Young. At some point, this play should involve number 4 in blue.
Wilbekin gives it up. Boynton's going to take a 3. Rimmed it out. Murphy got a hand on it. Missouri's got the ball in the lead with 3.1. And a foul.
They've taken only 20 or 21 twos. With 8 on the shot clock coming out of the timeout, the ball never got inside. That continues to be the one question I have about Florida on a neutral floor in March. Are they built to throw the ball in the box in a tight game?
Keon Bell, the senior, is at the free throw line. He's the number 2 free throw shooter in the Southeastern Conference at 87%. for a 3-point lead with 3 seconds left. Bell got them both.
Well, make Florida make a play on the fly right now.
Here it is. Shot at the buzzer. No good. Missouri wins. A huge come-from-behind win for the Tigers of Missouri, who still have not lost at home this year. And the biggest lead of the ball game for Mizzou is what they win by 3.
Well, Florida on the fly, they get a good look. And Pressey does a good job, Brad, of not leaving his feet and flying out at a 3-point shooter. I like the decision by Frank Hay to not burn the timeout and put the Florida pressure on to make a play on the fly.
They end on a 10-3 run and win it 63-60. Check in with Holler.
Well, Coach, at one point in the huddle, you asked your team, how bad do you want to win this game? How did they show you what tonight?
Well, we competed. When the game was on the line, I thought we made some big plays defensively, got some big rebounds, and then we made some big shots.
How do you describe the difference in Lawrence Bowers tonight, Coach?
It was great. You know, he just got caught up in the game. I thought he was outstanding.
Your defense came alive. This is a very good shooting team in Florida. How did you affect them to win this game?
I thought we did a great job of shrinking the gaps and keeping them out of the middle of the paint.
How does this build towards your postseason, Coach?
Well, it's a great win for us. You know, I don't know that resume stuff. I just want us to continue to do the best we can each night.
Top 10 team count hurt if you win.
Right? You're right. Exactly.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks.
Well, Frank, it doesn't hurt your resume, that's for sure, because it's only the second time Florida has lost in conference play this year. They dropped to 21-4, 11-2 in the conference. The Tigers go to 19-7 and 8-5. In quite a comeback, 63-60, Mizzou wins it at home. That's going to do it from Columbia Sports Center with Robert and Bram coming up next.
Think about how we won the game. We won it on the defensive end. Man, all the stuff people say about us defensively, we won it on that end. We can have a special year. It's just a matter of us just believing and trusting one another. Together. Trusting one another. And that's what it's all about. Great win, guys. Let's build this.
Regions Bank post-game report.
Huge win for you guys. How big is this victory for you?
It's a great victory for us. We can turn the rock and get it going the right way. We got 5 games left. We're going to try to finish it out 6-0.
You said after in the locker room 1-0, and is that the mindset?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to try to start the season now. I mean, we really want to be playing our best basketball going into March. So try to finish this season 6-0. We'll be all right.
17-10, yet another double-double for you, and just how huge was this win for you guys? You needed it pretty badly.
Yeah, it was a desperate win for us. You know, Florida's a great team. They came in here and competed, and I just thought we showed a lot of grit in the stretch. You know, we made a lot of big defensive plays, and it just feels good to win.
Really won this game on the defensive end, didn't you?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, we had some big stops down the stretch, and I mean, Coach been harping on us about, you know, our defense and whatnot, and we took it to we really took it serious, you know, and we really got out there the few days we had to prepare, and it paid off.
You know, with the exception of a couple of big runs of theirs when they built those double-digit leads, it was really almost more like an NBA game. They just kind of went on a couple of runs. And what was the message among you guys when you took their best shot and you were trying to find a way to punch back?
It was just staying together. You know, that's all we kept saying in the huddle. Stay together, and believe. You know, Coach said, he just kept saying believe, and, you know, everybody believed that we were going to win the game, and it happened. God is good.
Keon Bell, I tell you what, you didn't lead the team in scoring, but really felt like you were the heart and soul at times. And how much were you just trying to bring effort and enthusiasm as you fought and battled back all night long?
Yeah, you know, that's my role, and one of my jobs on the team is to be an energy guy. And you know, I was just telling the guys we've been down before, we've been here before. So you know, although we were down 12 late in the game, it wasn't like the game was over. So I just let them know that we had to have faith and we had to believe and we had to make effort plays if we're going to win the game, and that's what we are trying to do.
A couple of times, you know, early in the ball game, and then they're about midway through the second half, they really gave you their best shot, and you look up and you're down double digits. What was the chatter like among you guys as you fought back and got in the right mindset to make the comeback?
Yeah, the talk amongst our guys was just all positivity. We were just trying to stay positive because we know basketball is a game of runs and a game of up and downs, and they just made a run. So obviously, we would have our chance to make one, and we couldn't squander away our opportunity by feeling sorry for ourselves because we knew that they weren't going to. So we just tried to stay positive and make sure that we weren't feeling sorry for ourselves when we were down.
And a couple weeks ago we talked about your free throw routine, and there were 3 seconds left. Didn't let you down, did it?
No. I mean, as many free throws as I shoot a day, and that was just a piece of cake. So I just stepped to the line confident and tried to knock it down. My teammates had faith in me. And, they sent everybody back because they believed in me to make the free throws. So.
Wilbekin stolen by Pressey, comes into the front court. Pressey, top of the key, flip it to Bowers, left side of the lane, puts it up and in, and a blocking foul against Florida with 10:17 to play in the half.
Big time play by Phil Pressey. Picked the pocket that time, a little Scotty Wilbekin.
57-53 Florida. Right wing Brown, an open three. Bang! He splashed it home. It, taken away by Pressey on the sideline. Ahead for Keon Bell, chased by 2 players. Into the paint, lays it up and in. Missouri cuts the lead to 3.
Slowest pass in basketball is a bounce pass. Florida got a little casual. Phil came up with the steal.
Missouri has never led in the game. Pressey, right side to the block, dumps it inside. Bowers for the match. It's a 1-point Florida lead, a 12-0 Missouri run. Missed it. Rebound Bell. Missouri with a chance for its first lead. Pressey races around Wilbekin to the rim, lays it up and in. Gets fouled by Wilbekin, and Missouri has its first lead at 58-57.
Listen to this crowd. Everybody's on their feet now. Missouri just put it to Florida.
3.1 to play. Inbound to Boyd on the left side into the front court. Left corner Rosario, a 3, air ball. Missouri upsets Florida. The Tigers of Missouri knock off the Florida Gators here at sold-out Mizzou Arena in Columbia. Final score, Missouri 63, Florida 60.
It's just a matter of us just believing and trusting one another. Together, trusting one another. And that's what it's all about. Great day, guys.
Kentucky blue runs through their veins. The purest form of the game is played at Rupp Arena.
We're just a few minutes away. Missouri getting its Jay Billis Big Blue Shake-like moves on in the tunnel as they get ready to come out and face this hostile environment. You look at this Missouri finishing games and finishing plays at the end of games. They've been a couple plays away from winning road games. They're 1-5 in the SEC on the road. I think they're capable of winning, and this, I think they have to feel comfortable that if they play well, they can win in this environment.
Nation has packed Rupp Arena to the rafters, as always, with their Kentucky Wildcats in need of a win against a very good Missouri team in order to improve their chances of getting an NCAA.
Holder and assist. He plays absolutely on a different level at home. The guy's flashy, can pass the rock. He broke the record for assists at Missouri, broke Anthony Peeler's record, but he's a different player on the road. Late in the game, he has struggled. Now you go to Kentucky. Willie Cauley-Stein has to be
on here, but Rupp, what a shame for him to lose the rest of the season after the knee injury. The crowd's really fired up. Usually we're talking about Kentucky. This is the 3. Oriaki up with a loose ball. Bowers to Brown, who finishes.
Jamari Brown came the way of Oregon. I mean, they're all...
Mays spinning, dishing. Goodwin stripped. Pressey out ahead of the pack.
Not going to beat him once he gets ahead of you with that quickness. So,
as you can see, the brace on his right knee. Strained the MCL earlier this year, tore the ACL in his left knee last year. And how about Bowers stepping out for a 3?
Tell you one thing,
Pressey's not out much.
He's giving him some minutes at the point guard spot. He has scoring ability out there as well.
Bell comes up with a gimme, misses it, but the follow goes around the rim and down as Missouri ups the lead to 5. Have to wait and see who they...
Backwards in America.
Ryan Rosberg into the game for Missouri, number 44, 6'9" freshman. Nice strong drive by Tony Criswell, a junior from Oklahoma City. Another guy between me and Pressing. A lot of people said, really? Because Harrell's not had a consistently strong season as Ernest Ross, the sixth man for Missouri.
19 assists against UCLA, but in the last 11 minutes of that game, he really struggled. Look at that quickness.
Speed. And then a great drive from the corner by Ross.
Too many layups, man. Too many layups. He's got to get a TL. Look at that coaching staff. They're really...
Here's one of the strengths of Missouri. You can't just hope to contain one or two single players. They've got 6 guys averaging in double figures. The whole starting 5, and then Ernest Ross off the bench as well.
Nobody else in America can make that statement. 6 guys. The difference between a good year and a great year is about 3 or 4 plays late in the game.
Yeah.
Games they should have won. They lost games they should not have lost. The UCLA game, you got the LSU, the Arkansas game, Texas A&M.
All 4 of those games that you just mentioned, either overtime loss, a 2-point loss, or a 3-point loss, and all of them on the road. Another miss from beyond the arc for Polson with a battle for the rebound, and Oriaki wins it.
Oriaki was a great pickup for them. Coming out of Connecticut, eligible right away. Look at that quickness.
Oh, and look at that rejection by Cauley Stein.
Showing some of that potential, Cauley Stein.
Ross doesn't get the bounce. Oriaki with the follow.
They're the Arnie offensive glass. They just climbed up.
But Oriaki with the offensive rebound of the putback.
Difficult. You don't want to hurt anybody. Love kids, and I hate to hurt them, and I want them to know that.
How about Pressey with a little teardrop to extend the lead to 10?
Pressey's doing what he wants here. How much we did not weigh the factor. Look at the cut with the ball. That's a simple layup on and out of bounds. You get around that. Get around that.
Missouri ball.
Not going to get many second and third shots against Missouri.
In transition, Pressey finds Bowers.
Bowers running the court. You know, he was tentative when he came back the first 5 games after he had never thought preseason that Kentucky should be looking at the passing ability of Pressey. And there's the trail man, nobody back in transition. I mean, that's the level, that's their goal here. And it's coming down. This game is...
Calipari says it's not a must-win because if they win this one, then lose the next 2.
Well, it's a must-win, and it makes the next games important. Lose here, the next games don't become that important.
Still make a run at it. If Arizona could make a run at it, maybe if somebody runs the table in the Big East, could they make a run at it?
Well, you know, Louisville, come March Madness, you're going to put them as a team that can win 6 in a row.
You know, there are 24,000 people in this building. I think our ties are the only red thing anywhere here in Rupp Arena. The nation doesn't agree. Ross, another strong drive. Well, he looks more like a football player.
Good job right there, getting right to the seam, driving the ball, creating an opportunity. They came up empty.
Pressey spinning.
Are you serious? Got to convert that.
And finally they do. Pressey of all people.
There's 39-inch vertical jump. So the one thing with Kentucky, you want to make them play 5-on-5.
Pressey with a rainbow 3.
And that's really a rarity.
Look at this.
Nobody back.
Cauley Stein, it'll count.
Nobody back. I would be so upset if I was Frank Hay. Nobody gets... Hey.
His 10th already. Pressey ahead to Bell, who cradles and finishes.
Well, Bell, a real strong athlete right there. I told him at halftime, you got a world of potential, son.
Oriaki with a response.
That's experience, winning experience.
He said, I have been involved in losing games in every conceivable way that you can lose them on the road this year. Just a late bad decision.
Alibis, doesn't blame anyone. He broke Anthony Peeler's record, and he's putting numbers up as an assist. I think they're going to be unbreakable, basically. With efficiency right there in that half-court game.
Oriaki muscles it up and in. Too strong for Wiltshire.
Can't allow him to get in there like that. You got to beat him to...
Pressey still going. Jabari Brown with a corner 3.
Great look by Pressey, and Jabari Brown's been silent here. Sure, on a driver.
9 for Goodwin, all of them in the second half. Count the basket.
Nice two-man play right there. Nice drive, and Oriaki's going to finish.
It's a nice play by Keon Bell. Getting the ball to Oriaki, who's having a big night, especially on the glass. Already has a double-double. Now give him 11 points and 12 rebounds with a lot of time left in this game.
He's a double-double guy.
And Missouri comes up with it this time. Bell. Bullet pass ahead to Bowers.
Nice catch by Bowers to convert that. On the previous possession, Kentucky had some really good ball movement. Reverse the ball.
1 of 2 for Oriaki. And May would do a world of good for Kentucky. Pressey pulls up for 3.
Shot that under great control. Again, we documented how he came in here on a road.
Pressey to Criswell. And Criswell's going to the rim.
Nobody rotated over. Nobody came to the... They're going to score. It's going to be his penetration.
Or the jumper.
He's had a solid
game against Florida after scuffling. Coming back from the injury. Makes 1 of 2 free throws. Offensive rebound, Oriaki.
Strength of Missouri getting on the glass.
Pressey for 3.
What a big-time 3 that is. What a big-time 3. That's why it was preseason. The SEC Player of the Year has not night long on the glass.
What a move. Oriaki off-balance shot, and it goes. Great strength by Oriaki.
Also a great look. Good vision by Pressey. Delivers, a veteran player.
Oriaki again from Pressey.
That big guy's got to love playing with Pressey. He's got so many assists with his great vision. Now watch Oriaki. We're going to watch a little screen and roll. There's a little dump down. And there's the finish by the former Husky.
Oriaki. Look at this. Pressey coast to coast. The kick to the trailer, Bowers.
That's great vision. He knew the trailer was coming. Good vision.
Goodwin into traffic, loses it.
3-on-1, 3-on-1.
Keon Bell ties the game.
Poor job in that execution by Goodwin, trying to force the action. The argument.
First one from... Two big free throws for Criswell. 58. First ball. Missouri ball. Pressey coast to coast for the lead.
Real strong drive by Pressey. The difference there, the veteran player and a young player. Young player turns it over. The veteran player converts. His daddy just jumped up and said, "That's my guy, man." Paul was quite a player. Played a Tulsa.
19 points, 10 assists for Phil Pressey, who again this morning talked to Sam Potter and myself extensively about the things that have gone wrong for him late in games on the road. Whether it was an ill-advised shot, whether it was forcing something that wasn't there, whether it was trying to make the perfect pass instead of the easy pass. He said he has learned from these. This is not to beat up on him. He's one of the elite point guards in America, but he's the first to admit he has struggled late in games, close games, on the road this year. But he's having a heck of a night, taking on some leadership there in the huddle, and he knows what this game means to his team. Hand off to Mays.
Get over those screens.
Mays into Collie Stein, who ties the game.
Nice two-man play. Mays created that opportunity. And Corey Stein, offensive rebound. They're trying to get penetration and to kick the ball.
Got the switch.
Get help.
And the drive. And Poitras got a piece. Mays. May not have known it. He had a couple more seconds to play with to get a better look. But he put it out, missed it. And we're headed to overtime.
SEC. It's the 9th overtime in the SEC today. The 9th overtime. Look at this. Going to use his left hand on the drive. He got a piece of it, Poitras. See, he was hoping that Kentucky did a good job there. Oh, wide open is Goodwin. Wide open was Goodwin on the right wing. They make the pass to Goodwin. You got to dunk.
And Ponder overtime in Lexington. Harrell was the scoring star early tonight for Kentucky. Has cooled down as Pressey goes to the left hand and gives Missouri the lead.
I love the way he changes speed. He's off to the races.
Yeah,
he's off to the races.
And the rejection by Brown.
Brown has really been quiet offensively. Leading.
Pressey using the screen. Pull-up jumper is good.
He's
23 for Pressey.
He has made some big shots.
Ariaki trying to give it back to him. Pressey had to force it up.
Good defense. Good one to finish the play. Moving without the basketball. And lost on.
Less than a minute to go. Pressey got caught in the air. Turns it over.
Foul.
Yeah. You couldn't hear the whistle, but a foul was called on Criswell.
No question. Teddy Valentine made that call.
And think back to Phil Pressey and what he told us about late game situations, learning from them, wanting so badly to execute, get his team a win on the road, got caught in the air, and turned the ball over.
He turned his possession and scored quickly.
And Pressey does to make it a 2-point game. Frank Haith will use another timeout.
Heartbreaker games on the road as Pressey with the little jumper. They've lost 4 heartbreaker games on the road, late game situations, or they would be phenomenal when you're talking about their record. Must score quickly.
Pressey for 3. Almost got his own rebound.
A big win finally for Kentucky.
How about 24 for Mays? Pressey with a lay-in. Timeout Mizzou.
I mean, miracles can happen. Well, what was that job, too? They've won 9 in a row.
Bell. And Kentucky will win it.
Celebration. They feel good. These Cats fans, Big Blue Nation, they love their Cats, baby. They are passionate. They are loyal. They are proud. Sometimes to a fault where you can't say one little word and let it jump on you and let you know about it.
The Wildcats get a
Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. The Gamecocks taking on Missouri. The Tigers still smarting after. Tony Green will be the man tossing it up. Guerrero will jump against Bowers, and South Carolina will have it first. And here is the.
They get in the way. They help. Didn't help a lot there, though. It's a great move by the guard play. That is South Carolina.
Jabari Brown rises up and knocks down the shot. It's a 2. And Westwood for Arizona and UCLA. Saturday Showcase presented by 5 Hour Energy. Saturday Primetime presented by DirecTV. You can see
inside fake, which had to be covered by the defense, and that gave him a wide open drive to the bucket and pick up.
Bell to Brown. Brown never met a shot he didn't like, and he liked that one a whole lot. He's got a half dozen already and got caught in the air again. Here goes Brown. Guerrero tried to draw the charge. Bell from 3, and he knocks it down. Keon Bell as well. Number 3 is checked into the game from Missouri. Jabari Brown continues to feel it. Brown already. Bell driving right past Richardson, right to the goal and scoring.
Pressure. Williams was under so much pressure there that it was going to be almost impossible to have a good sight line to the basket. Had to be at the other end. That had to be a shot fake and go. Oh, I keep talking about that. It's very important that the next opportunity, because people are so cognizant of the shot fake opens up a lot of things for people. Off defensive play, not a lot of room.
Bowers to the bucket. Another good look from Pressey.
And this is about the 4th foul they've been able to shoot from what has happened inside.
Best free throw shooting team in the SEC, too. South Carolina toward the bottom of the conference. Oriaki makes them both. And Mizzou
would have had a bucket scored right over the back of his head.
Keon Bell driving and avoiding the charge and kissing it home. How about Keon Bell now with 9? Williams now with 8. Jabari Brown to the bucket and 1. Jabari Brown into double figures now, Coach.
Well, the North Carolina is the defense, and I think that's something that Frank Martin talked to his team about in the last time out, that conversion. South Carolina's is a lot slower to the defensive end than is.
You're going against the zone.
Not if you, on the next possession, will use the shot fake. You've gotten the one. Now use the shot fake, and you're going to have a.
The Tigers had a lot of close losses on the road as Keon Bell hits the first free throw. Costly mistakes that happened in overtime against Kentucky the other night, although there's no way the Tigers would have been even close had Pressey not played as well as he did up to that point. We saw a game against Texas A&M already down a couple of games in the standings. Webster Chan comes in and fires and knocks one in. Neat to Bell in the corner. Smith recovered. Tough pass, but a good one into Oriaki for the dunk, and Keon Bell is having a ball.
Herrera didn't even know right there that there was a guy back there at the other end.
Oriaki got the block, and then he slipped by. Most of Missouri's issue seems to have been is not making plays down the gut of games, and 4 of their last 5 road losses have been by single digits. They had the overtime loss. Negus Webster Chan missed, and Oriaki did not there to clean it up. 41
throw line. Here's a good drive into the bucket and complete missed block out or no block out right there, and an easy putback player to do because he just doesn't have time to be shooting free throws every day.
The high handoff, and Bell, who's had a run, had Webster Chan with him. Now explodes to the bucket and leaves it for Oriaki. Another dunk. It's Webster Chan for 3. And get it to go. Wellington had it, lost it. Conkey won't get off the shot before halftime. 45-38. Missouri will take the lead at the break. Keon Bell's averaged nearly 18 in February. 28 free throws in the first meeting back in January in their 6-point win in Columbia, Missouri. And now Keon Bell has 20 points. He had Pressey on the push. Oriaki's got it, and there was a chance for another dunk, and instead it'll be a 3-point play.
You know, you were just really hung on, all right? And there's the bucket where there's no help at all from South Carolina. Now here's Pressey looking, and spotting, waiting. Patience. Patience. My mother used to tell me how important patience was. I think my mother always thought I had an impatient streak.
I was going to say, did she ever believe that you mastered the art of patience?
No, my mom never.
Here comes Jabari Brown. Doesn't have numbers. That's not going to stop Jabari. It looks like he traveled, and he's going to get the bucket anyway. And now Mizzou's up by a dozen. He could have gotten the ball for an over-impact. Williams trying to slow down Bell. Bell with a good look inside, and Bell with a tremendous pass to Jabari Brown.
Makes a good move into the lane, but the cut is made. And the cutter was 8 feet above the baseline when he started that cut. And that's so important to be able to score alongside defense. And Missouri has been able to, just like they're going to be able to do here.
Oriaki with a flush. That is the 8th dunk of the game for Missouri. And he's going to get the and one.
They're not reacting well. The help defense is not reacting well here. And 2 guys should have dropped off their men to jam it up. Neither does, and that's about the 4th basket from the Gamecocks this half.
Oriaki shoots his free throw and knocks it in. What was your rule defensively if you're the guy leading in the paint, Bob?
You know they're able to do such a good job in the paint simply because when the drive is started and you've turned the defensive man sideways, then help has to occur. The other 4 defenders have got to shut off. It would have gone either way.
I thought he got it right, Coach. I think he got that one right. 58-44 now. Alex hasn't been a huge force on the boards that he normally is. Had a double-double last time.
One thing that Frank would want to do at the half, the coaching staff from Missouri rather would.
Points. South Carolina back to within 11. Another drive from Keon Bell. This time he leaves it on the rim. Look who's there to put it home. Alex Oriaki.
See,
it's Ross. Keon Bell might take it 1-on-2. Keon to the bucket. Why not? What a night he's had now with 22 points. 2 and another turnover. Oriaki came up with it. Pressey on the push. Oh, Phil Pressey to Ross, and these haters can't hold Ross back. Ernest Ross with a bucket, now the lead 17.
3 guys on top. Let's see if they get 3 on the baseline against the 2. I guess they're going to shoot.
Ernest Ross fires it in. That's what he likes to do. Missouri would like to see him drop. Pressey yelling at his teammates to run, run, run. Kicked the ball around. It looked like European Soccer League for a while. Jabari Brown reigns in a 3, and Missouri is turning this thing into a rout. 18 points for Jabari Brown, and Missouri is running it away and hiding up by
Carolina. We're better on the road than we've played, and you guys have got to understand that. And we can take this Kentucky game.
He's the only starter for South Carolina that's done anything offensively. Kick to the corner. Ernest Ross knocks in his second 3 tonight.
That was a huge.
Ross's occasional lapses right after that defensive miss. Jabari Brown goes in for the dunk. Yet another one. I'm going to lose track. I need an very talented guy. And it's a guy that they believe can be more versatile. And if they're able to do so with Brown and Bell and Ross coming off the bench and Criswell off the bench, four figures every night's not going to be your night, that one of the signs of immaturity is translated into their defensive concentration.
Yeah, a 3-on-2 advantage along the baseline where you're going to shoot free throws or you're going to shoot layups on every possession. Thing about Missouri here, that you're going to need depth in the tournament. Let's get a couple more guys in here playing maybe. Now that's a great look there. But there were 3 guys low and 2 high, and the too much in the ranking of teams. And instead of just what does this team have to do to be better? What does this team have to do?
Coming up in just a few seconds, second-ranked team in the country, perhaps poised to move to the top of the polls. Very tough environment in Provo against a very good scorer in Tyler Hawes, and Missouri dominated this game 90-68 for 5 straight years. The Tigers have now won 20 games, and in their long and storied history, that is a school record. 90-68, our final West Coast Conference showdown between the Zags and the Cougs coming up. For Bob Knight and our entire ESPN crew, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye from Columbia. Let's go back to the studio now.
The college basketball season is coming to an end as the number of games for the Missouri Tigers dwindles. This season, Mizzou will finish the regular season on the road in the state of Tennessee, a place one Tiger calls home. Missouri senior Lawrence Bowers is a native of Memphis and is comfortable playing against competition from the Volunteer State. In his career in the Tiger uniform, Bowers has faced teams from his home state a total of 7 times. In those games, he's averaged 5 rebounds, 8 points, in 17 minutes, while holding a 6-1 record. Being able to end his senior season in his home state could also provide some rare opportunities for his family to attend his last games.
You know, it's been great to have family members to come to the game, especially away games. I never had that, so, I've enjoyed my time in the SEC.
For This Week in Mizzou Basketball, I'm Ashley Colley.
For Carmouche, who's been on fire, 20-plus points, 3 of the last 4. 3-ball from Andre Stringer's off the mark. Breakout, ahead, and laying it in is Jabari Brown.
And got inside and made buckets.
Big block by Oriaki. Del Piero 7-3, but it didn't matter on that occasion. Good pass inside to Bowers, he adjusts. A little strong, but the follow dunk by Oriaki. Bell kicks it out. Ross from 3. Yes. Carroll again has a poke from behind by Oriaki. And Mizzou on the run. Ross throws it up and in. And the foul. And here's Pressey taking it back. Bill Pressey, oh, what a follow by Bell. Missouri leading by 3. Throws it up. Oriaki Bowers the follow, and he'll go to the line. Another steal. In free flight, here's Bell.
Massachusetts, Alex
Lawrence began his career at the University of Connecticut and helped lead the Huskies to the 2011 NCAA national title. In just one season in a Missouri uniform, A.O. leads the Tigers in ranks among the SEC leaders with 10 double-doubles, including a career-high 22 points and 18 rebounds in Mizzou's 98-79 win over number 23 Ole Miss. He's also already among the top 10 in single-season history at Mizzou for block shots and is among the SEC leaders in field goal and free throw percentage. Alex scored his 1,000th career point in Missouri's win over Auburn and is just 4 rebounds shy of the 1,000 rebound milestone. The team leader in rebounding, double-doubles, and block shots. Alex graduates from Mizzou this spring. Joined by his parents, Alex and Angela, along with sisters Amy and Alexis, and cousin Ann and Roland. Number 42, Alex Oriaki. Our second senior is a Los Angeles, California native, Keon Bell. Keon came to Mizzou after scoring nearly 1,400 points at Pepperdine and has carried that success to Mizzou and the SEC, ranking among league leaders in scoring, field goal percentage, and steals. Keon Bell has been one of the league's most consistent players over the last 2 months, averaging more than 16 points in his last 13 games, including 20-point efforts against South Carolina, Auburn, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and the first meeting with Arkansas where he scored 25 points. Bell has already scored more than 1,700 points in his career and is Missouri's top scorer in SEC play and graduates from the University of Missouri this spring. Joined by his mother, Sharon Ross, number 5, Keon Bell. Our final senior is from Memphis, Tennessee, native Lawrence Bowers. One of the most versatile players in Tiger history, Lawrence began his career in 2008-2009 and is part of the foundation that has helped Missouri basketball to its winningest 5-year period in program history. A 2012 graduate of Mizzou, Lawrence has been associated with 2 30-win teams and has helped the Tigers to 128 wins over the past 5 seasons. Named the midseason comeback player of the year by Jay Billis of ESPN, Bowers is already a 1,000-point scorer at Mizzou and joins Arthur Johnson as the only players in school history with 1,000 points scored and 150 blocked shots. To top it off, Lawrence will complete his master's degree from Mizzou this spring. Joined by his parents, Keith and Nancy, his sister Amelia, and his Aunt Knuckle, Arlen and Mary, number 21, Lawrence Bowers. Let's give a Mizzou cheer to these 3 Tiger seniors for their accomplishments on the court and in the classroom, along with dedication to Mizzou. Best wishes to the rest of this season and in the future, Missouri Tigers.
First time, one of his top recruits when he was there, that youngster right there, Phil Pressey. Tigers perfect in their gym this season. Boston failed the last month, 7 o'clock.
Mizzou Arena, where the Tigers are unbeaten this year at 16-0. And a special night for 3 seniors. Alex Oriaki, Keon Bell, and Lawrence Bowers play their final game for Frank Haith here tonight. ESPN and our matchup tonight, the Arkansas Razorbacks on the road to take on the Missouri Tigers, who are undefeated on their home floor. You take a look at the SEC standings right now. Florida has locked up at least a share of the title. After that, it gets tight. You can see.
Speaking of Mike Anderson, a homecoming of sorts for him. With more on that, here's Jim.
Well, Brad, a lot of intense emotions when Anderson left the University of Missouri to take the head coaching job at the University of Arkansas. Tonight will be the first time he's coached watching the game back in this building since he left. And while there were some boos from the student section when he walked out, according to BJ Young, Anderson has treated this game the same way he's treated every other game. He told his players not to focus on the jerseys, but to focus on their game. And an interesting note, since the teams have switched benches here at Mizzou Arena, Mike Anderson is actually sitting in the same seat he sat in when he coached here.
Tony Green throws it in the air, and here we go.
Brad, when it was announced that Missouri was going to join the SEC.
Missouri against Arkansas. It's not me against anybody. Bowers works the baseline. Nice drive. And a foul.
Large conference play about 18%. The defender was set, but he's inside the restricted arc, and that's an easy call to make. A half step quicker. Defender gets the call.
Three-point play to open up play for Lawrence Bowers and Missouri.
And really built a wall and kept Pressey out of the lane. So important to do.
Nice drive and a better foul. Lawrence Bowers 5, Arkansas.
Keon Bell is such a terrific, strong driver, one of the better drivers in the SEC. And Missouri, number 6 in the country.
Bowers, who has all the Missouri points, turns on Powell, kicks out Jabari Brown, three-pointer, got it.
Very good movement by Brown off the ball.
And weaving his way through traffic in a hurry. Baseline three, and that one goes.
Today, Alex Oriaki was the best talker of anyone on this floor tonight from shoot-around to pregame.
Jabari Brown getting the feeling out there. BJ Young shaking up on that last play, and that's when Mizzou had Numbers. And luckily for them, Gully stole the ball. Here's Mike Numbers at Missouri. As he said today, we didn't lose much at home. They sure didn't. The Elite Eight in 2009. And he's happy where he is. I know Frank Hayes happy where he is. Fans just have to get happy where they are.
30 pounds. The basketball is always the problem. And Hunter Mickelson doesn't want to slide over and stop the problem. He bails out right.
Missing both free throws.
Arkansas goes to a matchup zone, and Missouri attacks the elbow. They don't waste time with it.
Briswell.
You shouldn't freeze yourself on the free throw stripe by taking too much time. A lot of guys do that. I think Ross takes maybe a little too much time. This is a pretty long routine for Ross.
The second one didn't roll around the rim 14 times like the first. Bell on the drive. Throws it up and in. And a foul on Clark.
A hard driver at 6'4". Look how low he gets. He understands low waist, low base wins on the drive. Look how low he is for a big guard. I mean, this is a kid that put 37.
Just going to say they've done a nice job on Pressey, and he does that.
You know what? If you get... That was a strike on the outside corner right at knee.
Pressey, that quickness. He's just a blur. All the way up with the left hand. At least gave his teammates a chance, and that's what happened.
That's a great miss. You don't...
For Athlon Bell.
Or Arkansas so far this half.
Pressey for a triple. Got it. It'll be timeout time for Arkansas. And it is. Frank Haith is midway out to the half-court line. He's still fired up about something, and that drew the smile from Mike Anderson.
Why do I like Missouri's chances to win 2 games in the NCAA tournament? They have a point guard that can absolutely make plays, and you don't have to call a play for him. They climb on the offensive glass, and they have guys, multiple guys, Brad, that can get 2 or 3 baskets in a row. Pressey can do it. Brown can do it. Bell can do it. Bowers, Oriaki. And Mike Anderson knows from past experience how this building can jump all over you in spurts because he's having one
lead.
Heard Seth Greenberg talking about in the studio, a guy that's been through senior night. You never know. You never know how your guys are going to handle the moment. They're completely out of the routine. The shot clock went down. A lot of things early, and Missouri has handled it.
Jimmy, this was going to the last timeout. And Frank Haith comes over in the direction of Mike Anderson, has to be restrained by his own coaching staff, and that's what drew the smile from Mike's face. In the half, Shannon talked with Frank Haith a moment ago.
Coach, we saw some of your assistant coaches pulling you back here, trying to calm you down. What were you so upset about?
No, it's just emotions. I want our guys to play hard.
What has been the most significant adjustment that you guys have made offensively? What is the most significant adjustment you've made since the beginning of this game?
Well, we got to keep driving the ball. We got to get paint points. Can't settle for quick jump shots. I think that's where our strength is, and we got to continue to play like that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not buying that answer, but that's okay.
Far this year.
Mike Anderson talking with us today at the shoot-around about that, and talked about how successful he was here at Missouri, and he said the first thing you have to do is...
Arkansas, it's really pretty amazing to me that Mike Anderson's sitting there with 18 wins, 88% from the three-point line in conference play. Hasn't been their strength, ain't going to be their strength.
There's some strength from Oriaki.
Because Alex Oriaki became the go-to guy on the inside, but now Bowers, I think, is right back in the groove. Finesse team. That's not who Arkansas is or is going to be under Mike Anderson.
Senior out of Los Angeles.
Mike told Shannon rebounding also a huge issue. 23 for Missouri.
Career that started at UConn and has worked its way here to Columbia. Jabari Brown on the inside. He's got Keon Bell being at Pepperdine. We talked about Oriaki being at UConn. This guy came from Oregon.
One bounce, routines it, shoots the ball. A lot quicker and I think a lot more repeatable.
Parker still playing well. Jabari Brown, that's 4 straight free throws.
A tremendous upside. You mentioned it earlier, 84% of their points this year from new guys. I mean, and they haven't had them all together.
Right.
They chewing up Arkansas.
And watch this reaction from the Missouri coach. And after that, turned around and went just about halfway to the baseline to encourage that student section that's been on their feet pretty much the whole game. Ross got 1 of 2.
Brad, you and I
kicks it out. Ross, long jumper, got it. What a way to end an impressive half for the Missouri Tigers.
Brad, Missouri didn't come tonight to beat Arkansas. They came tonight to drill Arkansas. Wow, what a half by the Tigers.
And right now, the drilling is due. Time for the UPS halftime report. We head back to the studio. Here's Chris.
But heading to the SEC tournament next week and into that NCAA tournament playing their best basketball. Lawrence Bowers started this ball game, Brad, driving the ball, setting the rules. We're going to take this thing to the rim. Can Arkansas hold up? Well, they have not. Missouri has gotten to that free throw. Lock-legged. Number 5 was below him.
Bell at the free throw line, a number.
It was a transfer. I think he was playing too fast. He's trying to make everything happen in his 1 year that he had for Missouri, and now he has slowed down. He has slowed down, and his numbers have gone up.
He's down to 18. And Bowers, nice drive and a foul.
Can do it. Brown can do it. Certainly Pressey can do it.
And Missouri showing why they're the top free throw shooting team in the SEC too at 7.
Missouri in this game.
Nice position by Oriaki on Powell. And he just muscled his way in there. Bowers over Mickelson.
Right, again, that's just, you know, I'm going to go.
Bowers on the break. Game on this floor. And he's making everything look easy.
Brad, he's a drive and spin threat in the half-court. Lawrence Bowers, he told me 2 weeks ago, I've got the pop back in my leg. I would say so. 21 in white. Placement's so important.
Here he is from the outside. There goes for 3.
He shoots it with ease.
Have to go, and Missouri comfortably in front en route to what will be their 17th home win without a loss. And there's another guy that can strike. And even with a big lead, Missouri's beaten Arkansas back to the basket, and that's the result. Here's a stroke standing up, knocking down the 3.
Press. Boom. He gets there. He sees it ahead, delivers the pass right on target. And if you can keep Phil Pressey in the outer third of the floor defensively, you've done your job, because he owns.
Because Ross is the guy that dropped the dime off to Bowers, and now Brown hits both free throws. Fayetteville pretty happy to have Brett around. Oriaki at the free throw line.
This guy's done over 1,000 rebounds with what he's done tonight.
Brad, you'll take a guy like Alex Oriaki every one in that NCAA tournament. I ain't going to back down from it. You got a guy like Alex Oriaki that he's won a national championship.
Right.
So he knows what that big stage is all about. He's poured himself into that Missouri uniform. Missouri, #1 in the SEC, scoring 76 points a game. They're #1 as a free throw shooting team. Their rebound margin leads the country. It leads the SEC. And they have physical guys that all of a sudden look like they're together and tough.
Came out with his mom and his sisters there, and you see him on the floor defending. He's the SEC Player of the Week, by the way, the reigning Player of the Week in the wins over South Carolina and LSU. He shot 88% from the floor in those 2 games. He didn't miss in the South Carolina game.
No. You know,
midway point, what a spin move by Pressey, and Oriaki almost brought down the backboard. Oriaki, when you get a pass like this, it's hard to miss.
that's such a hard pass for a point guard to make, Brad, to spin all the way around and keep an awareness and a feel of where your outlet is. Watch, boom, spins completely around, but has a feel of where's my pressure release. It's Oriaki.
And then it's a wraparound with one hand. When you get a pass like this, it's hard to miss.
That's such a hard pass for a point guard to make, Brad, to spin all the way around and keep an awareness and a feel of where your outlet is. Watch, boom, spins completely around, but has a feel of where's my pressure release. It's Oriaki.
Which is a school record and an SEC record. And no matter what he does, he's 41.
He's going to bring the game to you. I said it earlier. He doesn't take no for an answer. He gets to the three-point line.
He has had some tough losses in either overtime, double overtime, or at the buzzer. Well, they'd be in this mix like these teams.
Way in terms of effort, you know, they're playing hard, but they're just undersized and undermanned. Again, no post presence. They can't get the ball off the board. Not enough help around him at all.
Nice pass to Bowers. And Bowers, could he end up with a career high at
the ball? Boom, and that's a hard cut at the rim. Attacks the rim. The timing of the play is perfect.
And he got to do one of those backflips for the first time in a long time. He had a little dry spell, a little drought. No drought for Missouri tonight. Doesn't matter who's got the...
I mean, he and Kevin Ollie, to me, from UConn, have to have a lot of consideration for the National Coach of the Year. I know other guys, Larry Naga.
And now Arkansas gives it back. Criswell. Break with 3:46 remaining. Tony Criswell throws one down, and Alex Oriaki says, that's what I'm talking about. I think there's any doubt who our power player of the game is. Coming out with his family before the game, playing his final game at Mizzou Arena. Scored the first 5 points of the ball game. He's done it in a variety of ways. Double-double, 10 rebounds, 24 points. And he's also, and he did.
I'll talk to you later, and he did.
Jabari Brown's crossover dribble three. That's pretty.
So hard, Brad, for Marshawn Powell. He just has nothing inside to help him.
Well, this is where Jimmy and I are to get to clap a little bit. Senior night. Well done, young fella. All three of you. The three seniors, Bowers, Oriaki, and Bell, come out as a group. Nice when a senior night plan comes to fruition, doesn't it?
They won't be back in this building for the NIT. They
No,
won't be in that other tournament. Junior year, Coach Sutton asked me, are you sure you don't want to make this your senior night? I wouldn't know how hard they tried to play, but just you can't throw the ball inside. Your guys can't get good looks against a gap sound defense and move the ball side to side.
Brown on the drive with the left hand. Jabari's got 23. Don't forget, Indiana and Ohio State. About 2 minutes.
I had to warn you, you wouldn't keep your mouth shut. Now go sit down for the rest of the game. That's just an accumulation of stuff is what that is.
And Mike Anderson's got to get somebody else out there.
Yeah, Mike's not going to stand for that. That's not how Mike Anderson's wired. He doesn't coach his guys to mouth like that. Doesn't matter if they're up 30 or down 30. And that won't set well with the head coach when they get back to Fayetteville.
Indiana and Ohio State, I think, is just tipped off as Bull hits the free throw last few seconds.
That is one cool robotic camera we've had in front of us all night, though, isn't it?
30-point win. As Missouri wins it going away. And they go to 22-8, 11-6 in conference play. 93-63. That's going to do it for Jimmy and Shannon. Brad Nessler saying so long. We're going to head to Big Ten country. Ohio State and Indiana.
Man, I just want to thank y'all for a great season. I know it's not over though, but I'm just happy I was able to keep the whole crowd undefeated. And like I said, I just want to say thank you, man. I really appreciate it. You guys have shown me so much love. I show my team so much love. So once again, I want to say thank you. MIZ.
Give it up for Alex Oriaki!
I want to thank everybody here for being such tremendous fans, and thanks for the whole community for welcoming us. Even though I've only been here for a short time, I don't feel like I've been here my whole career.
He's been the heart and soul of this arena for 5 years. Give it up! Number 21, Lawrence
I'm going to try to do this without getting too emotional. I love this place. I've been here for 5 years, man. It's been a long journey for me. And you guys have been nothing but great. And if I had to do it all over again, I would definitely choose Mizzou. And personally, you know, I always want to give thanks to God because, you know, without God, nothing's possible. And I also want to shout out to my family. I love you guys. And my other family, all of you guys, I love you guys. And the student section, of course, I love you guys.
Missouri is one of the top rebounding teams in the country, and Pressey leads the conference in assists. Skylar McBee with the pull-up contested three, banked it home. McRae having a tough time offensively so far. Stokes inside, and that's what they'd like to see a lot more of. Ross on the drive, a little out of control, but no worries. Stokes with no double team, nice feed inside, and Chivas with the layup. Bell on the drive, tough shot, tipped up, it'll count. Great defensive play, Stokes, but he gave it to the wrong guy, and a wonderful recovery. You got to really kind of manufacture it yourself. Absolutely. Standing out there by yourself, posing after you knock down a jump shot. Absolutely. Stokes underneath, blocked by Oriaki. Got it back and made it count. Another dirty basket by Darnell Stokes. It has ignited Tennessee. Bowers on the baseline and one. 10 on the shot clock. He's double teamed. Wheels baseline. A man's move by Stokes.
Missouri about to tip things off.
They have to get after Brown, outstanding shooter. Good pass.
Oriaki throws it down. Here's Bowers. He will line it up and softly.
Up his third.
Turner to Oriaki. He will throw it down for the second time tonight. 10th game over 20 points this year. Boy, that just rips the net. How about that shot from Ernest Ross? Turner, good crossover. In the corner it goes. Harris fires, knocks it down.
Need to put that ball on the string and make heads turn.
Ross. Foul and count it.
Nice play.
Wow. Oh, the third throwdown from Alex Oriaki.
Club he inherited last year. Timmy English leading the way with Marcus Denman. Michael Dixon, who tough shot, made it tough.
That's a three for Turner. Let's see if that doesn't get him going. Harris got it. Harris, that's a 3, give him 9. So Missouri led by as many as 13. Texas A&M with a nice little push down the stretch. Closes it to 9. We'll expect a little bit more out of players than they are. Oriaki with his 4th throwdown tonight. Bowers around to Pressey. Back to Bowers. That's good. 2 extra steps, I think.
Yeah, he caught it and then took about 3 steps. Strong lower body.
How about that fall away over Green? Wow. 5-minute, 15-second scoring drought. But Oriaki with another dunk. But Tigers get back. Turner lays it up and in for the 2nd consecutive time. Backside. Ross trying a tough reverse layup. Pressey battling, keeps it alive. Here's Bowers. His reverse is nice. Boy, steps up and knocks it home. Timeout taken by Billy Kennedy. You know, Missouri came in averaging 77 points a game. I mean, they're sitting on 57. Well, he'll be matched with Reginald Buckner and the Ole Miss Rebels tomorrow.
8th-seeded Colorado State, coached by former Iowa State head coach Larry Eustace, on Thursday in Lexington, Kentucky. It's the beginning of another phase of this season for a Missouri team that wants to get on a roll.
The seeding doesn't matter. I told Phil, if you're able to get past the first game, everything after that becomes a real battle. You play excellent teams.
Everybody's excited. I'm anxious. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to focus on school right now. I mean, I'm thinking about Colorado State. And we have our ups and downs, but, I mean, all that's behind us now. You can take one game at a time. I've been telling my guys this whole tournament could change your life.
It's another new season, and, you know, we have 1 game season, so we got to take everything 1 game at a time. And at this point, I think you're a fool to even look about the past right now.
Again, 9th-seeded Missouri. I got to speak with Mizzou head coach Frank Haith, who likes where his team is at mentally as they prepare to begin this postseason journey.
I think obviously I don't want them getting too out of character. I want them to stay within who they are, but it's definitely I don't sleep, so I don't know how they handle it. I want them to handle it how they normally handle any game. So me not sleep is my anticipation, excitement about competing, and hopefully they handle that the way they want to handle it to get that type of excitement and about competing.
They expect a physical game. What's the best way to approach that and deal with that from your end?
Well, I've always dealt it with this way. He come at me, I go at him. And we got to.
We're in the final moments before the Tigers know they play a 1-game season from here on out, and they're prepared for a physical battle on Thursday night when they take on Colorado State.
Yeah, I definitely expect a physical game. When you're 6'10", 260, you average nine rebounds. I know it's definitely going to be physical, but I love when it's physical. So it's not going to be anything for me.
It's definitely going to be the battle of the boards, and I think we have a great rebounding team as well. We have good guards that rebound that can help us out. So it's definitely going to come down to who wants it more and who's the tougher team.
Most important thing is winning. I mean, that's what I try to get across to my guys. Do whatever it takes to win. Whether it's die for loose balls, whether you're playing 5 minutes to 30 minutes. I mean, do whatever it takes. I mean, cheering or whatever it is. At the end of the day, the most important thing is winning.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a sense of urgency because it's a tournament game and, we're fighting for our lives.
And that's the biggest thing, is preaching to the guys who haven't been in the tournament, how important it is that you come out and play like this is your last game, because it could be.
I'm Ben Arnett at Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, where the Missouri basketball team opens up NCAA tournament play against Colorado State tonight. One player who is exceptionally excited for the opportunity is senior Keon Bell. After transferring from Pepperdine and sitting out all of last season just for this kind of opportunity, it's finally a reality for one of the Tigers' top scorers.
It's my first time playing in the tournament, so I'm real appreciative of the opportunity, and I 100% agree with what Phil's saying because people ultimately remember how you finish. So if we finish strong and finish well throughout this tournament, it's a chance to erase everything that's happened throughout the course of the year.
I think he and Ernest Roth both are excited about that opportunity because at the end of the day, that's a big part of why they chose Mizzou, and to have that come true for them, I think that's exciting. So, Keon's a pretty even-killed guy, but I know him. He's genuinely really, really excited about the opportunity.
we can't let any opportunity slip through the grips with our fingers. We have to attack each and every single possession like it could potentially be our last, because ultimately it can be.
And he can be really big in this game, can't? I mean, he's been big the last couple of weeks, has he not?
Yeah, but when you play a team that's as aggressive as they are, you got to be able to deck the ball, and he can drive it. And they're going to get up on you, and you got to have great ball skills, but you got to have some strength, because the way the game, you don't know how the game's going to be officiated. So you got to have some strength with some aggressiveness, and he has both of those.
We're just trying to have a short-term memory, just focus on this next game, and if we could take care of business one game at a time, I believe we'll be in pretty good shape.
Really hasn't played up to its talent. Many people believed this was an Elite Eight, Final Four kind of team talent-wise. In fact, Andy Kennedy, the Ole Miss coach, said so after they beat them in the SEC tournament.
Well, when Missouri is good and when Missouri is on their game, they're as good as anybody. I mean, they're literally a Final Four caliber team. They've been a little bit up and down, obviously. They just had to integrate a lot of new players from last year. There's only one player on this team who had a full season last year.
Well, one guy from the rotation last year.
That's exactly right, and that was that guy, Flip Pressey, and he can get you to the 1 yard line, Flip. But he's not going to always get you over the goal line, and that's going to be the big question is, can he finish? Because Colorado State will slow the game down, and they will pound Missouri on the board as successfully as anybody. Colorado State leads the nation in rebound margin. If you can deal with those big guys up front, then I think Colorado State can be beat, but that's a big if.
Well, as of lately, though, Missouri's been going down low to Oriaki. He's been producing a lot. I think he's going to come in and have a pretty good tournament for them, but you guys said it best. Which Missouri team is going to show up? We shall see.
We join you tonight from Lexington, Kentucky, Rupp Arena on the road to the Final Four. This is second round action from the Midwest region. The number 9 seed, the Missouri Tigers, matched up with the 8th seeded Colorado State Rams. The winner here will play Louisville, the number 1 seed, take Missouri. Let's check out the starting lineup. It will be Pressey, Bell, Brown, Bowers, and Oriaki, the 5 for Missouri. Colorado State counters with Eichmeyer. The officiating crew, it is Iverson jumping it up with Bowers. Missouri controls the tip, and we're underway from Lexington. Jabari Brown, the transfer from Oregon. 6'5" guard from Oakland, California. This is Bowers, the 5th-year senior. Count it.
Always good to get your first shot to go down from an individual. They don't have him guarding Pressey right now to save him a little bit.
Jump shot, soft touch. Brown from the outside.
Barely got a touch so far.
Pressey off the penetration, and the floater comes up short. Rebound tracked down by Ross. Nice shovel. Bowers, it'll count. Great setup by Ross inside, shooting it at 74% from the line.
These are two rebound and go into action.
Well, I'm not. I'm an unbiased observer. Whatever happens, happens. But
like to know, you say to yourself, I'm not really expected to play all that well.
Catch and shoot. The corner pop goes for Ernest Ross. Multi to the play, first half.
You get a quick catch in the corner. Nobody responds to Ross, and he finishes them off in a hurry. Very consistent player.
Along with Ernest Ross.
There you go.
Negus Webster-Chan also in there. 14-5.
Watch the big guy. He comes across. He establishes position. They get a great entry pass. And then at the defensive end of the floor, the challenge, the rejection.
Colorado State, we're under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Ross will take it for 2. Book it.
They keep looking for Oriaki.
Transferred from Auburn and averaged 13 points per game in 2010-2011. Saturday, they'll take on the winner of the Syracuse-Montana game, which is coming up.
Set the table, if for nothing else.
Pressey the bounce. Good setup to Webster-Chan, roaming baseline.
Now what Pressey needs to do, he's got
the deuce. Pressey. Bowers fills the lane and slams it down.
See, and there's a good example of Pressey not watching the cut at all. A terrific time to go backdoor. And then Pressey down the other side of the floor, setting up his teammate Bowers.
UNLV and San Diego State finished 11-5 in the Mountain West. Inside, Oriaki with the jam.
He's got to start pushing and maneuvering himself to make sure so he's not stuck under the basket.
Pressey inside the arc, knocks it down.
It's amazing how guys...
In my career here. Pressey, that's a 3.
The other thing I thought was kind of neat from Larry yesterday, I was...
Michigan on Saturday will take on the winner of that VCU Akron game as they get it inside to Orion. Has been explosive in this first half. 17 points. But Missouri beats Colorado State down the...
is green, but they do not get back at all quickly.
He's got 9. Pressey racing down the floor on a dish. Oriaki. And give Missouri credit off a made basket. 9 of their last 10 field goal attempts. Pressey, they give him the 3, and he drains it.
So a double screen up high is enough to free Pressey. Now to
kick out. Bell lines up a 3. Rimming, no. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. Hornung looks up the floor. 3/4 court heave. Off the mark. And that's the end of the first half at Rupp Arena.
Right here.
2-on-2 developing. Pressey's got the speed. Kick out. Brown an open look. The 3 ball goes. Jabari Brown. Oriaki the jump hook, no. Hornung can't get the follow.
Oriaki's using the lower body very well. Look at this breakdown.
The drive through traffic. It's Phil Pressey. Takes a timeout.
Yeah, Larry was afraid of this. Pressey getting untracked, driving to the basket to make things happen, and then here he has a layup. He turns it outside for a knockdown 3.
Alex Oriaki from Lowell, Massachusetts, and really brings the muscle on the inside as he hits on a pair. 49-45 play between these two teams.
And then a whole different bunch of types of physical play with the big guys involved, the little guys diving for loose basketballs. Interior play, nothing's coming easy. And when the
guard turnover. Here's Ross the other way, crossing over to the rim. Ernest Ross lays it in. A smooth.
Not in a hurry, are they?
And the jumper goes. Bejarano. 3 players with NCAA tournament experience on this Missouri team. Pressey, Oriaki, and Bowers. Left knee. So Missouri just reshuffled the deck. Has 7.
They just have collectively a quicker step.
Oriaki gets the step and throws it down. Alex Oriaki, time remaining, 11 minutes to play. Brown, he cans it. A triple.
Well, never mind rebounding in general, but nothing on the offensive glass either.
The rebounding numbers are astounding.
Yeah.
31-13 in favor of Colorado State. They lead the country in rebounding margin. Plumlee at the line now, 8 of 9 as a team. And Pressey goes 1 out of 2.
Brown holding his leg a little bit. And Green did come out limping, as you just
played just 2 games for the Oregon Ducks. Ducks answer. Oriaki one-on-one with Smith. The back in, and he made it look easy.
Sure did. Power move. Little power body down.
And it's going to cost Colorado State 3 free throws as Brown made
offensive post presence, but a little quicker at the defensive end in terms of their scramble. Maybe a little full. Their big guys back in for the last 3, 4, 5 minutes of this game, depending on how the score goes.
Brown gets the bounce.
That's one of those calls. I know by rule that's the right call, but I think it's a disadvantage for the offensive guys.
Pressey, yes, for 3. Timeout called with 5:05 to play. Missouri has cut it to 7. Phil Pressey dials it up from long distance. It's a 10-2 run for the Tigers.
To play another day in this tournament.
Here in Lexington, Pressey comes up with a steal, accelerates to the rim, and lays it in. We'll get to that total with their performance here tonight. Pressey to the rim, and he gets the roll. 81-70, 51.8 remaining.
Was played. This was played aggressively, half court, very good sound.
Second free throw for Pressey is good. He's got 20.
They have the poise, the experience, but it's a different rattler the way Rick Pitino's squad comes at you.
For the first time in 24 years, Colorado State advances in the NCAA tournament. Impressive showing by the Rams out of the Mountain West as they knock off Missouri from the SEC, 84. That's the other part of the bracket. Also on True TV, Syracuse taking on Montana at midnight inside March Madness presented by Buick. For Jim Spanarkel, Ali LaForce, this is Ian Eagle. Colorado State moves on in the NCAAs.
that this game has always been and will always be about buckets.
I gotta grind, won't stop, hustle, won't quit, shine like no other, I be on some other shit. I got a high price lifestyle, super bad bitch. If I want it, bet I got it. If I don't bet, all I gotta do is go. Stay about my business, ball till I fall, floss until I finish. I here go, stay about my business. I live in killing, stacking millions to the ceiling. Every day above ground, all I wanna do is ball. Put my money over bitch, and put my hustle overall. Louis down to the draw, Louis Vuitton kit. Got a mad hat, a swagger bitch, I'm stupid dumb sick. With a group of young bitches and they stupid dumb thick. I'm the marathon man, all I do is run shit. A sophisticated convict, superficial, still official, multi-million-dollar shit. Money is the object, hot shit. Bitch, I got a sauna on my own. Sick figure with no diamond, rich and million Vacheron. They just talk about they got it, I'm the upper echelon, no. Bitch, I'm about that action, you could go on with the combo. I done more than you dream back at your dream, bitch, in your dream house. On lean, passing them beans out, with a bad crew, the whole team high. Gone, boy, get seen by. Bro, you know me, you know I be stacking that dough, that's all I see. I-G-O-G-E-T-I-D. Grind won't stop, hustle won't quit, shine like no other. I be on some other shit. I got a high price lifestyle, super bad bitch. If I want it, bet I got it. If I don't bet, all I gotta do is go. Stay about my business, ball till I fall, floss until I finish. I dare go. Stay about my business. I live in jet to kill it, stacking million to the ceiling. I live life but late night, get shit fade when I take flight. I get paid, no sick days. My outfits on switchblade, don't sniff yay, but I blow drone. Bankroll on loco, still ride with that fofo, but don't let my P.O. know. Bad white bitch, super thick, I'm iced tea, she cocoa. She got another bitch, them other bitches, her ass fat, face so-so. No paper trail, no phone call, no emails, no photos. Jet back shot with that fat button, low blow head butts in slow-mo. Hey, purple label, polo and a cool, that's all I do. Man, I strive to roll my denim in them new Margiela shoe. Man, we be cool and we jet parlay. Oh, margarita, Molly, and the strongest pack around. Bumpin' shot they out and now we menage for a hobby. We kick it how we kick it. Know you envy how I'm living. Chick can't resist it. Pimpin', get them million by my business. Bro, you know me, you know I be stacking that dough, that's all I see. I-G-O-G-E-T-I-D. Grind won't stop, hustle won't quit, shine like no other. I be on some other shit. I got a high price lifestyle, super bad bitch. If I want it, bet I got it. If I don't bet, all I gotta do is go. Stay about my business, ball till I fall, floss until I finish. I dare go. Stay about my business. I live in jet to kill it, stacking million to the ceiling. I dare go. Started.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month. I was trying to get it on my own. Working all night, traffic on the way home, and my uncle calling me like, where you at? I gave you the keys, so you bring it right back. I just think it's funny how it goes. Now I'm on the road, $500,000 for a show, and we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Boys tell stories about the man. Say I never struggled, wasn't hungry, yeah, I doubt it. I could turn your boy into the man. There ain't really much out here that's popping off without us. We just want the credit where it's due. I'ma worry about me, give a fuck about you. Just as a reminder to myself. I wear every single chain, even when I'm in the house. Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. No noon, we don't feel that. A fake friend, where your real friends at? We don't like to do too much explaining. Story stay the same, I never changed it. No new, we don't feel that. A fake friend, where your real friends at? We don't like to do too much explaining. Story stay the same through the money and the fame. Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
Oh my goodness, that's the kind of athlete he is.
Nowhere, a little crossover, goes to the rim, and bam! Now watch this, folks. Yourself another steal. This time it's Keon Bell. Hello, Keon Bell. Oh my. Emphatically as Keon Bell throws it down.
He's the one on Midnight Madness who dunked over 6 people.